I am the carnivore, the hounded night walker, searching for my wings scattered under glass. They claim I should return to monomial transfixing, to exhibit A and no further. To some, I am 6 foot and lizard. To others, I'm considered a mange lamb returned from the tropics. I am never given due as to sum or proportion. I am seen as a source of something leprous, as no longer the motive of who I was thought I was shaped to be. I who live as mislaid damage, as part of pointless verbal ejecta. There are no nouns to ensnare me, to fish up my blood so as to summon consensus. I am never that condition within the fire of conjoinment. I am never to be the human boy genius, the archivist, the bartered child contending with study. I am none of the above. None of the aforesaid compendiums. I am the animist, the vertical lion tundra, the diamond bird who burrows under snow. Because of my leaning, I know the stark Egyptian soma, much as would a blinded cemetery scribe. And because I understand one basic neural unravelment, I am seen as piacular, as specter, as both standing and freezing, being of some other form from some other planet. As clinical mori addendum, this contains in itself blackened scrawl marks from Moravia, from squandered quanta from the Sunda Islands, from quaking fogs from Santiago. They say I suffer from powerful deafening by resistance. My eyes wild and ferocious with lapses. The attention span blunted, the astrological paralysis shifted. So as they say, the unknown is the trigonomic, is the transcendent nucleus, the born equational spell, according to the flaws in universal summoning. I am ancient pantomime who cannot grasp, who cannot transgress his inherited Landino. As to Mayan glyphs and squares, I am plummeted. I am simply without the means to conduct my own prism, to take on the culpable mean as circumstantial limit. I exist through negated practical limit, through parallel sub-causes without knowing the desire to seek the enzymes of living. I am without and without and without. I who create doubt and the genetics of perpetual conflict. I could be strange as a human half-rod who poses himself as Hilario Pazuelos. And what is claimed against me is not unreasoned, is not the treatise of post-fanatics. Instead, it is a curious treatise on circumstantial exhibit. It says my values are possessed by distance like someone humbled or plagued by a treaty. My dispossessed senses described by these methods under the forms of the treasonous. It tells me I am lifeless blood equipment, that my genes are not useful, that my mind is simply stricken or exposed. Yet such a chronicle loses spores in the glaciers. It says I am of Africa and the seacoast, of Ghana and the Seychelles, of insular breakage near the Azores. It states my non-placement, my cavern, my debilitating refuge. Not even a dwelling beneath the stars as etheric camp base on Saturn. Such is the ether climb. The sub-revelation is dialectical cartography. conjoining with the ocelots swimming across the prisms of Mauritius, or simple flatland in Manchuria. These are seen as soils no known warrior can claim. Because I readily announce my resistance, my tone is cavernous, psychic sparring, wandering beyond pervasive death concussives, claimed by genetic dyslogistics, by anarchic ruin, by Jurassic sibling cirrhosis. I cannot describe my cursory enclosure, external motivation, or any rotary or back-flowing water attainment. It is described as simulacra, as ghost data, as hibernation through pillage, non-specific, post-necrotic, partaking in part as jonquil in longevity. Of course, the cells blaze, infinity evolves, the monsoons project through containment, yet nothing resolves, nothing forbears, and is clement. I exist as steep electrical ice, asking of myself spells of pointless dominating fuels. Within this agnostic current, I describe myself as one who's hellish, who's buried his weight with a double insistence, who sums to sleep in a brazen cylinder apparel. Then after a pause in listening, calling myself the blood penguin, embraced by squalls, by an oily and misshapen blinding.